Hi, this is Paul Levy here, your module leader on Digital Innovation Project. And as we head to the very final week, week 10 of the module, I just wanted to congratulate all 4 groups for some really excellent work on your group presentations. And there'll be some feedback that goes with your group report on those presentations too. But I was so impressed by the experimentation that you all did. You took risks. You didn't just do death by PowerPoint and you came off that traditional way of presenting, and you really did all use different ways of communicating. And the whole morning was, I'm sure you remember, very energizing for all of us, as well as very disruptive in an innovative way for the client company for your group project. Now, as we go to the very final week and hand in date for the group project with your individual essay 1 week after the end of the module, there are now 2 deliverables. And I just wanted to remind you that your group report needs to follow the word count, which is specified in the assignment, to the letter. You can't go over that word limit. And you can include as an appendix, you can upload your group presentations as well. But the main report itself has to stick within that word limit. And please follow the format of a good quality report with backup of your academic literature well referenced at the end. What you're essentially doing as a group is you're writing up what you presented. You're presenting your findings, your analysis, your conclusions, your recommendations, having contextualized that in some really clear aims at the start. So it follows a typical report format with a good introduction, justifying how you've gone about it. Perhaps also you might mention the limitations of your research and what you might do if you had more time and resources as well. So make sure it's spell checked, that it's grammar checked, that it has all the qualities of a professional report, but at the heart of it is a really good, challenging demonstration of your understanding of digital innovation, rooted back into some of the key literature, the key theories that you've managed to find to back up what you're saying. This was a report also, of course, that's addressing a challenge that's laid down for a real client company. And part of the assessment of this is going to be the extent to which you've met that brief. Now, what is it that gets you a first class? It's something that hits all of those targets, but goes a little bit further too and demonstrates some real individuality, that you're not just following the usual patterns that are already out there, but you've done some original thinking yourselves, and that you're challenging this company and you're challenging the field that you're in as much as you can. So make sure that it's all checked, that it's all delivered in a professional way, that everyone has contributed, and make sure that you hand the thing in on time as well. Now, obviously, if you've got any questions, contact me through the usual channels. And then we come to the individual essay that's going to be handed in a week later. Now, that's not a very big word count, but again, that also needs to be backed up with some good academic evidence, some referencing around some of the things that you're saying. But you're reflecting on your personal experience of doing this particular project in this module, what you've learned, some of the things that have challenged you, some of the things you might do differently next time, some of the ways that you've understood digital innovation perhaps differently, things that have been confirmed, things that have surprised you, challenges that you had and how you overcame them. Your reflections on working in a group, what worked, what didn't work, what you might do better next time, but what you've learned about teamwork, about group dynamics, about completing projects on time within a brief. So this is an opportunity for you to individually reflect in the form of an essay on your own experience of this particular module and project. And I'm going to leave it to you to decide how much you want to focus on what you've learned on the whole module and what you've learned on completing the particular project, which was at the heart of this, as of course it's called Digital Innovation Project. Once again, if you've got any concerns or questions, contact me too. But the deliverable on this essay is also going to be professionally presented, well referenced. You might put some supporting information in your appendices, but don't dump new content in your appendices on either this or the group report. That's to back up what you're already saying within the report. I'd like you to enjoy writing the essay. I'd like it to be something that really does help you to reflect as an individual, because this isn't just group work on this course, this is your own individual journey too. It's a confidential piece of work, so you may be referring to some of your colleagues when you reflect on the group experience, and that's okay in this essay too. So make sure that you go deep, that you go real, that you reflect on your own behaviour and your own development. And it's always good, as part of innovation is to be prepared to talk about not just what went right, but what went wrong and what you might do differently next time. New knowledge that you've learned, new skills, but also questions that still remain, things that you'd also look ahead in your further development. And there's still time, of course, on this course to set some objectives over the 3 years of your degree. Once again, with the essay, make sure that it's all checked properly, it's well presented, and that you hand it in on time. So 2 deliverables coming up, your group project to be handed in on the last day of the module, and the individual essay, I think it's about a week later, but those exact deadlines are there on my WBS. I hope you enjoy finishing the group report, and I hope you really find it a fulfilling exercise to write your essay. There'll obviously be assessment and feedback after that time, and I look forward to doing that too. It's been a pleasure working with you all, and we've still got 1 session to go next Friday where we bring the whole thing together, where we reflect on the whole module, and I can answer any questions about either the group assignment hand-in, or that's a bit late then, so ask me questions before, but there'll still be time to ask questions about the individual essay. Look forward to seeing you then.